How's it going? Welcome back to another day here in Icarus. For today, we're doing science with tier 5. Now, I'm not going through the whole tech tree. There is so much stuff, dude. Holy crap, man. But we're starting off at the beginning with some of the biofuel, new production versus a tier 4. And we also got a refiner, which takes the biofuel and makes it into oil. So kind of curious about that. Workshop, though, looking fantastic, dude. The lights work very well at night. And went ahead in between videos, set up a little bit of storage here. It's not too much, some of the metal cabinets. We got some of our metals in this side, top and bottom. And then over here, we got all of our consumables, right? Things like wire, we got some epoxy, some resin, all that stuff is right here. So when we're crafting, we don't have to run over here and try to figure out what is in which cabinet. I know, man, I need to get some signs made, set up over here, but that is a total disaster area at the moment. It's, it's a project I'm working on off camera, but I'm hoping with the footprint in here, it should be enough room to set up all of our stuff for today. And do our signs indoors. It's not safe outside, okay? I'm going to say that now. Why you running? What are you? Keep going, Junior. We have a lot of the Bigfoots are spawning right over here. Not sure why. I killed like 4 of them in between videos. It's terrifying, man. Just saying, dude. So, let me show you what we're working on. Here under tier 5, we're setting up the organic extractor. Looks like it has a storage on there too, big tank. Not too expensive for the most part. It's using some of the aluminum screws. That is new to tier 5. Already got some made. And then we'll take the biofuel from that and run it into the oil refiner. Now, the thing that I'm worried about is it uses some biofuel. It says crude oil or crude in, refined out. So I'm guessing it takes the biofuel and makes it into some oil. If so, will it work with the crude oil generator? Because that has crude oil in the name. That has natural oil. And if so, will it work with the polymizer? Because that requires oil as well. Now that'll make all of our stuff like the synthetics, compounds, plastics, and epoxy. Main thing we're kind of working towards today is the plastics. And what that's used for is the rocket launch pad. So we'll be able to grab stuff instead of going to Eden all the time. Because holy crap, that ride takes forever. So I'm thinking, we can get that made. There should be room out here. Right there. Even if we need to go out that way one more with the walls, maybe 1 or 2 tiles this way, I want to set up the platform here, and the other one for the drop pod right next to it. That way everything's at base and closed in the walls, and I'm still working on the spikes. Dude, these spikes are expensive, man. Concrete ones. Trying to get some more of those guys made, mainly for the slinkers. It's the only creature I've seen that attacks the walls. It's not safe, man. Absolutely not safe. We need some turrets. I'm not sure if we get turrets set up, if it will keep the walls safe, right? Or do we still need the spikes? Not too sure. With all of the Bigfoot spawning over there, probably need both. So, let's see where we're at in life. Close the door. And then, how's our power? Okay, I put 1 more of the solar panels up top, and then 2 more of the big batteries down below. So 20 million on the storage, and then 12,000 for the supply. Right now, just 4,100 for the demand, so, I mean, it's not too bad, man. Let's unlock a couple of items. So we'll probably need some of these. We definitely need this. Need that. And a biofuel pipe tool. Now I'm kind of curious. Can you take this and actually hook it up to this? If not, they really need to make it so you can attach this to a structure like one of these that requires it like this, pipe it in, and have it run off the big tank. That might be a thing. I don't know. Again, haven't looked up all the patch notes, so I'm not exactly sure how it works yet. And then we want the refiner up to the generator. Polymizer, plastics, and epoxy. I'm not unlocking everything at once because I want to be able to look off camera and see what's next on the list to do, right? Otherwise, everything's unlocked, and I get kind of lost in the... I mean, this, man, it's a mess, dude. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff for sure. So, organic extractor. We just need some aluminum screws, refined wood, and composites. I think the screws... Yeah, right here, okay. And then... Is that still making? We got some. Takes forever. And what else? Oh yeah, we need to set this up too. There we go. We need the pipe tool, epoxy, and copper. Grab the copper from over here. Not enough. Is the epoxy all done? It is. It's all of the limestone. That's all for the spikes, man. Gonna need a ton of them. One of you. And then, while that's crafting, let's put this out right over here for the moment. Let's do it right here. Makes repairs easy. Can do everything in this one workbench. Now, I think they changed this around some too, right? Repair threshold. Okay, so the way it used to be, if you repair it all, it would take things that are just barely damaged, waste the resource, and repair it. Now you can set a threshold, right? So like this, that would get repaired because it's 78%. But if we move this down some, right? Like 70, I think that means it will not repair the knife because it's above the 70% threshold. It's kind of nice, man. Let's leave it at 90, though. We'll wire that in here in a second. Alright, so there's that. Let's put Junior's food over here. And his water. Please be small. Please. Okay. I mean, it's... Okay. Let's leave it right here for the moment. Looks super nice, dude. I know I keep saying it, but dude, all their stuff looks very, very nice. I'm kind of curious on the animations. I like how they're all labeled too, right? So that'll be... Biofuel in over here. So we got biofuel and then requires electricity. Okay. Hot surface. Do not touch. Okay. Where does it connect? Okay, it's on this side. Interesting. Let's put it right here for the moment. That is a very thick pipe too, compared to the water lines. I mean, it's good, right? That they're different sizes makes sense. Is that going to be water? So, a processing unit that breaks down organic matter, foods, and plants into high-grade biofuel. So that's for storing your stuff, right? Hold on, how does this work? Device inventory. So it has the internal storage, right? So that should be for all the plants and things, I think. Let's do this. While we're going down, we'll hook that up and grab a wire for the other one on the way back up. A lot of stuff in this one connection. So yeah, that's the other batteries there. Flip the one around so they're all going the same way, and then the two that we looted. I mean, might as well use them. They're here. They were free. Oh, yeah. And what we'll do for this is, let's connect it right here. And we'll put it in the middle of the floor for the moment, just for an easy connection point. There we go. Of course, the other side of the world. That's the way that it goes, man. Let's grab some plants. Not in here. A little bit here. There we go. Some of our stuff from the crops. It's not doing too bad, man. Only thing I couldn't harvest was the kiwis, which they are ready now. And I haven't used any fertilizer, so trying to get some seeds together. I do got some tea made. So that's always a nice thing, man. Wait, -5. Wait a minute, what happened to my tea? What? So, that was tea as well. I made both. On relog, the tea went away. See if I can remember to check that again whenever I relog. What if that's bugged? I never use these. I always use the canteens. I figured we would change it up and use the thermos. Interesting. Okay, well, anyways, got some tea made. Had quite a bit, but apparently it went somewhere else. So how fast does it make it? And this won't make too much at once because it's the spoiled plants. One thing I do like about this one over here is it tells you the ratios. Now, hold on. Science. Oh, wait a minute, that's 1,000. Is that 500 per plant now? Hold on, let's do something. No, not that. Get that up to an even number as 2,000. Why does that make so much, man? Okay, 2,000. What is one guano? Is it the same? If these are the same, that's kind of broken. Oh, you can't use guano. Foods and plants. Give it a second. So normally, 2 of these will make 100 on the biofuel. 500, so it's the same. Okay, that kind of works. See, we're here. 2 of those plus 1 sap equals only 100 biofuel. This thing, obsolete. Now the question is, how do we fill... How do we fill things up in there? Do we need to put it into a can? That's full. That's full. Let's make one. Super fast, dude. That thing makes stuff super fast. I don't think this is going to work, but... Science. Okay, you can't. So that is input only. So next step for testing is to make a big green one. Composites. Super expensive. Please tell me we can actually hook this up and fill it that way. If not, I'm going to be disappointed. I'll try this heavy slot. Now, hold on. Well, this... Well, one, will it go to there? Oh, it does! Wait. Okay. This needs to be turned on to straight pipes. There we go. Okay, that's on. It's piped in. Hold on. It's connected. It's not going to fill it, though. Why is the connection green? Am I missing something here? Toggle on off. It's off. It's on. It uses power even if it's not being used. Interesting. Okay. So with this... Is it actually hooked up to the... I mean, it is. Right? Consume. No, thank you. Connection, 0. Okay, so it is connected to that and not on the floor. I want to make sure it wasn't on the floor and that we were looking at the connection. Okay, makes sense. You can't see that there. So that is connected, but it's not filling. So what about... Very short on the thing. You cannot hook it up to this. Oh, that sucks, dude. That uses biofuel. I was hoping we could pipe that directly in, but you can't. So why can I not fill this? Right? Insufficient biofuel input. Does it need to be full? And then I'll dump it all into here? It's kind of weird if that's the case, but I mean, if that works, it works. Okay, let that do its thing. That's gonna be a minute. Not as long as the other ones, but let's see if... What's that thing called? We can make the other item. Natural oil refiner. So we need some glass, some steel, and some screws. Some glass, some of these screws, and then some steel. Little food. Guy gets hungry. 22 seconds. Give me back this before I forget about it. Still nothing. Wait, put that away, man. Even with that running, you can't actually... Wonder what that outputs to. There's a tank itself. But it should output to this too, right? Please be small, please. Please be small. Okay. Okay. Everything's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So. Looks kind of cool. I mean, luckily, so far, everything's fit inside the base, so kind of happy with that. All right, what do you need for power? So biofuel and electricity. Power you have. I want to see about this if it fills up when it gets to 150. We can do that later, though. Not a big deal. That's still a long ways away from 150. So. Oh, you can't actually hook up more than one. There we go. So, a thermal refining unit engineered to distill biofuel into cleaner, high-efficiency oil. Maybe need some of the canisters? Steel. Steel is going to be a problem today. I can see it right now. Wrong side. Wrong side. Let's get some steel going. Don't we have some? Hold on. Where's all the steel bloom that I had? Where's my steel bloom? I had like 80 of them, dude. This is the problem with having too much storage. Right? I might have to make some. See, I checked for all this before I started recording to make sure we had it. So I didn't have to go out and do any farming. Did I drop it? Oh, no. I might have dropped it. Okay, well, that's a thing. Anyways, moving on. So one of you, and then the big one, of course, more steel. Holy crap, dude. We'll do the small one for the moment. Okay, there we go. So that'll hold 20 liters. How much is... That's 10. Okay, so it's double the size. The better option. Okay. Oh my gosh, that uses so much of the biofuel. Holy crap, dude. That is a horrible ratio. So, we had about 10,000 of this. And that only made about 3,000 of this. I mean, it is refining it, right? Okay. Super expensive. Now, can we pipe out from this into something else? You can't. One connection only for that. Okay. No internal storage either. Like snow. So what about the generator? Or the polymizer? Steel ingots. We need one more. So we got steel. We've got... So 50... Okay. 75. Let me get a stack of 100 made on the steel. I don't think I have enough of the iron, though. It's these, dude. The curves, they let a lot of the snow in. See it? It's in the greenhouse, too. I'm not sure why. It's these parts. Not this part curved, but these. They got to fix a collision on that. It's weird. I need to go out and get some more of the iron, too. We got a little bit, not enough. Okay, I got an extractor set up. Right over here. I started putting down some of the beacons for these. We got aluminum. Over here, we got the oxide. Super far away. We got our gold. Right here's our platinum and copper as well. Titanium. I need to do one for the... I think it's like right down in here. For the iron. So, anyways, let me go clean that out. And then... That sucks about losing the steel that I had. Where is it at? Looking for this guy. So let's do this, man. While we're here, let's get the sickle out. And then this side. Take off that one. And we need to make the one for getting more stuff. Of course, steel. Everything requires steel, man. Epoxy and some coal. Some coal. I think it's only 3, right? Then a little bit of this. A little bit of that. Craft this guy. That'll help out with getting some of the plants. So what we're doing is... That is still not even full. Right? I put the other 50 in here, so we got a total of 150 of the plants. And we'll see how much that makes. And how many plants it takes to fill this up. Seeing how the plants and the food seem to give you the same amount of the biofuel. And that'll kind of give me an idea how much to farm. And we'll probably use berries for that, because the berries spoil 1-to-1. It kind of works out for that, you know? Wait, it's not threshing that we need. It's reaping. So we need more steel. Boy, I tell you what. And then some refined wood. Can we salvage this one? There we go. A little bit of you. And craft you. Drop all this back off where it goes. Alright, so remove this and then put in... There we go. That should work out, man. Almost used 100. That's almost 3/4 full. Give it a second. Almost done. We need to sleep here too. What time is it? Let's sleep. How is our power? 9100 on the demand. Okay, we definitely need to sleep. Wash your hands. Always get clean before you go to bed. There we go, man. Turn that off. Snow everywhere. Well, I tell you what. It's the way that it goes sometimes. This should be done. And drop off somewhere. Here we go. The rest of that. So, for our steel, 136 is what we have. That's what we're dealing with today. That's all that we got, man. The extractor is totally empty. I kind of like how we're using steel instead of the iron, though. I mean, it makes sense for the most part, right? Alright, let that do its thing. Let's check on the crops out here. And this is a second harvest, so might not get as much. Only thing I'm keeping is the carrots. One thing I do want to do is some of the carrots in the jars, because they don't spoil, right? Easy to use those around base for some foods. Still not sure what we're doing for foods yet. Couldn't use the sickle on it. That's kind of weird. Perfect. We need this guy. Oh, wait. Nope. Didn't use any seeds. Alright, so, over here, what we're doing, stuff that doesn't spoil, I'm kind of keeping in here. And if you're new to the game and didn't know, things with the green background, those spoil. Stuff without the background, it doesn't. So, easy way to tell what is what in here. So all this stuff for now, except for the carrots, which was salt. Always salt your carrots. Reeds. We'll throw it all into this guy. That'll give us the spoiled plants. Goes a lot faster in here, too. Nice, man. Nice. Alright, so, how are we out here? Check on the steel. Got 15. We were trying to make this guy. Electronics and carbon fiber. We've got the carbon fiber. $24 of those. That'll be enough. Now, what for the generator do we need? More electronics. Carbon fiber, we should be fine, I think. Titanium plate, we need some more of that, too. Titanium is very, very expensive, man. Oh, we need the oil, too. Wait. What? How does that work? I kind of want this to fill up before we take it out. So we got 31 left. I'm not going to use it. Just want to see if it counts. We need 150,000 milliliters. 150,000 liters, pretty much. So we need one full can of the big one. Holy crap, why do we need so much to make this? That's insane. So here's the thing, right? Thank you. That's the oil one. Yeah. We should be able to take our little can and put it into the big one. But I'm curious, can the big one go in here and get filled? Let's do that. Top it up and see where we're at in life with that. 26 left. I'm guessing it's probably a big slot. Let's put this over here where it goes for the moment. Keep it out of our inventory. Cannot wait to get this guy done. It's going to be our living room. Probably do one of the brick fireplaces. It's going to be so nice and cozy, man. It's a heavy slot. Okay. Now, with that, there's no output for this. I'm curious, though. Let's move this. You cannot connect this to that either. Okay. I mean, it's for biofuel, but is there an oil tool? There is. That's crude oil, I know, but still. Give it a second. Take your time. No rush, man. No rush. can't. Okay. So that can be attached to this, but it can't be used. So here's my thing, right? If you cannot fill that up with this, fine, not a big deal. Don't let me attach it, though. You know what I mean? Maybe we're doing something wrong with this. At the same time, that cannot have piping coming out of it either. Interesting. Strange, but interesting. So that is done. We probably had about 15 left. So about 135 of the plants will fill up this. I know you could probably do the math. I just do it by looking, you know, to get the exact numbers. It makes 500 for each one, so it's not too bad. So with this, and this, and that. Cool looking gas can, just saying. We can not fill this. Okay. Huh. I'm kind of worried about this part now. Will this go inside of here? It will, and it's filling. Okay, fantastic. So that's kind of cool. Now, that's not going to work over here, though. And what do we do with this? We're kind of just stuck with this for the oil can. Wait a minute. If we pick this out now, is there the option to fill from it? There's not. You can't fill to or from this. Here, if you don't know what I'm talking about, again, a lot of new people to the game. Normal can, biofuel, right? If that had some in there, you get the option usually to fill from it. It's not in there, though, so you can't. But that'll give you the option to fill. Do this. That's a full can of biofuel. Yeah, see? Press to fill biofuel. We don't have that option with the oil can. Oversight? Or just not an option? Why would they not be an option? It's empty. I don't like that. Consistency is a big thing, right? Try to keep all the stuff the same. Same system for the most part. Allow me to fill my big can with the little can, and the little one with the big one, right? Vice versa. Because if that had stuff in it... Where's the... Right? Can is now empty. It has some in there. You can fill from it, too. That should have the same option. Alright, so next step is to fill this up. And then try to make the polymizer, dude. That's going to take forever, man. Alright, what I'm going to do is head out and probably grab some more iron. Possibly, we might have enough. And make sure we got all the parts we need for the generator. Because that requires oil too, right? It doesn't, it just requires the plastics. We've only got a few of the plastics from one of the missions that we did. Only got 12. So we kind of need to get the polymizer up and going. Now, here's the thing I'm worried about too, right? That requires some oil. Can we use a small can? Or do we have to use a big can? There's no big storage either for the oil, right? Other than this. And you can't hook up any of the pipes to it. I was really hoping with this update, they were going to make it to where this, I mean, you can actually hook up a biofuel line, but you can't run that to anything that requires biofuel. I mean, you can't fill it either. Which is super weird. Connected. No connection. That uses biofuel. That would have been such a game changer. Oh, you know what? We have to try this. If we can make it. It's so expensive, dude. Science. It's going to be a while for us to fill up that other container, so I can get all the proper stuff made again. Can this be attached? Please. Please work. It won't. Oh, that sucks, dude. If you could actually hook that up to this, it would make this a viable option for base power generation, you know? You can't. Opportunity missed like crazy. Disappointed, man. Not gonna lie, disappointed. I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, kind of in a bad way, but, you know, not like game-breaking. It's just disappointing to not be able to use the generators properly with the big biofuel can. So much potential. Alright, so, save all this. I'll see you back in 5 or 6 weeks, okay? We're trying to fill this. We're 5 of 150. I need a lot more plants. What I'm going to do is head out, use our sickle, farm a lot of the berries that are around, and then throw them into the composter. While that's going, I'll make sure we got enough steel, electronics, and... what else? Carbon fiber is going to be 30. We need 90. I'll make some more of that too. No, 85. I mean, yeah, still. So I'll make some more of that, and then we should be good on everything else. I got plenty of the screws, and then plenty of the wire. We need some more of the titanium plates, which in here, when the steel's done, titanium is smelting, so we should be good there. Alright, so it's the next day. We're still not done with the oil. It's about quarter of the way there. Something like that, almost. It's taking a while, man. It's going to take a minute. Everything is ready for the polymizer as well as a generator, but did some searching online. Turns out quite a few people had the same question that I did. Why can you hook up the cable from this to the biofuel tank, but not actually get it to transfer? So they said what you do is pick this up. As you can see, it is empty, right? Select it, like you're going to place it down. And there you go. Press the fill container. 3 liters. So, I mean, it's kind of nice, right? You can actually use it for proper biofuel storage. But what kind of bugs me is why this can attach but not work. Now, at first I was kind of thinking because this is so upgraded from the normal version, maybe they don't want you using this for your everyday biofuel, which, I mean, really wouldn't make sense. Normally when you upgrade, things are more efficient, run a lot better, a lot faster. And I was kind of hoping to use this for the flamethrower as well as a mining tool without waiting for it to smelt down and like recharge inside the normal one, right? So this way we can, but this, it kind of bugs me. Maybe it's like a coding error and it's supposed to work properly, but it's just not doing that right now. So we'll see. So what I want to do too is, since that works, and we pick this up, right? Empty this back into here. This thing runs super fast, as long as it's got a full amount of the biofuel, you know? That's the main thing slowing us down right now for the oil production, is not having the biofuel. So, we still have this one out here, right? And this fills in there. We got a lot of the guano, so what I'll do, let's use all of the... I want that. Use all the meat first. And then we use all of the fur, use our sticks, and then the guano. Make this on the side, and when that's full, I'll take it, empty it into this one, and that'll force us to run a lot faster. So that'll kind of work in the background. I got a ton of the tree sap. That is not a big issue. Let that do its thing. That should kind of speed the process up a little bit. I mean, it's already taken forever, but it is what it is. So yeah, everything is ready for the other 2 parts. We just need the oil. I think what we'll do too is this stuff right here. We might clean this side out for it permanently before we go. So for this, we don't need it anymore. We need to make the upgraded version. I was only using it for repairs. Since how we got this guy set up, that's our repair station. So this, when it's done, push it back to right here. And that should fit in the corner, I think. Kind of works out, too, with the way that the roof is. And this, being round. So we'll pipe all that in properly before we go, but first things first, man. We need to get the polymizer going as well as the generator. Now, the generator might be ginormous. If so, it's going outside. If it can go outside, is a thing, right? Looks kind of big. That's 8,000 on the power production. Might use it in here just for backup. We're going to make one for testing, but keep it in here for backup. And that way, for some reason, it's a lot of snowstorms. Solar's not working. We can just turn it on, charge up the batteries, and kind of be set. That's my thinking. Dude, what is that? It's like a cloud, man. Is that the, There's a huge crack in the ground. Is that the uranium? Oh, yeah. Anyways, show you where I'm at. I'm way down here. I'm trying to find some of the Vespers. I'm kind of running out of the guano. We're in full production mode for the biofuel at the moment. That's got to be the uranium, right? Now, is that a toxic cloud? We're going to die? Absolutely. Interesting. Okay. I need to remember this down here. So we need a hazmat suit before we go inside there. It's another one of the juniors. A lot of those guys spawning lately. Interesting. Now, are these caves static? Right? So if on your game, you come to this exact same place, is that going to be a uranium cave, or are they kind of random? Probably random, right? Seems how things are in this game a lot. That's kind of interesting, man. Yeah, trying to find some more of the Vespers. Now that we need them, I can't find a single one anywhere. Kind of sucks. We got about 200 left on the guano. I think we had about 500 or 600 before we started the... Uh-oh! Cracking the ground. Before we started messing with all the biofuel. And once we get the first oil can done, we won't need that for that anymore. Can use it just for the fertilizer. I think they toned down the amount of Vespers in the world, and it kind of sucks that we need them now. Not a single one around. Alright, dude, to the time has finally come. Holy crap, man, it is finished. It's been 2 in-game days, I think. Something like that. It's been a few minutes, man. It's been a few minutes. It's been quite the struggle keeping up with all of the biofuel stuff, though, right? All the sticks, all the sap. Forgot we had a second one. So put that outside, and this one wasn't even piped in properly. So it was going kind of slow. Let's empty this guy. Set you right here. Oh, yeah. Change this around, too. So that might be the permanent location, possibly. Kind of see how it works out. I'm glad that it's not as tall, right? It's got like a wider footprint than a tall one. Very, very nice. But let's grab our oil out of here. 1 full barrel of oil. Now, if we go to make this, and it doesn't work for the polymizer, I will lose my mind. Just saying. Just saying, you have been warned. Alright, so. There we go. 20 seconds and that'll be done. Let's grab some food real quick. A guy does get hungry. So look, man. I went all over the Arctic, right? Trying to find some... Do we want this? Let's eat the rest of these. Trying to find some of the guano. I went from base all through here, right? All down here. It's kind of where we found the uranium stuff. All around here, not a single one of the Vesper nests. Now watch. Tomorrow, in between videos, I'll walk outside to grab some wood or something. There'd be like 20 or 30 nests out there. So that happens every single time. Alright, so here's this. Not too big, not too small, okay. Middle of the floor like usual. Okay. Standard issue. Not sure what I'm looking at, but looks kind of neat, man. Alright, so how much oil do we need for making polymer? Let's do this too. We need electricity. Drop this off too. I'll remove the location in the floor. Do we have any power around here? We can hook up to this one. Let's do that for the moment. Alright, so compounds is just oil. 250. 450 on the synthetics. 500 on the plastic. Oh my gosh, does that make 1 plastic? and 300 for the epoxy. I'm terrified, not gonna lie. Where is the oil can? So wait a minute, that's still got some in there. I need 150. Oh, that's why. You summon that. Okay, there's the oil can. So... is it just one? We might not make the generator today. Oh my gosh, it's just one. That is fantastic! And it's gone. Poof. That's kind of cool, man. Very expensive. So how many can we make? 39. You know what? We have enough. That'll be 40 there. And we have 12. Oh my gosh, we got just enough for the generator. Is that all that we're missing? Let's double check. Triple check our math. Hello? It is. Just some of the plastics. Alright, so with that, I don't know if we need the big one or the small one to run the generator. We got some biofuel in there. 28,000, so that should be enough to run that. Okay. So is idle using power? 6,600. It is. It is not. Okay. So we can leave this on all the time. That's not a big deal. I move this over here to get it out of the way. This will use power if it's on all the time. 1,500. It's a very expensive light. I'm just saying, dude. Super expensive. So that's making there. We'll go ahead and do the generator. Put it in here. Do some science. See if we need the small can or the big one. And that'll be the thing for the day. It's not too bad, man. Not too bad at all, dude. Is it kind of smoky in here? Might just be the lighting. That's kind of weird. Smoke better not be a thing, man. I want these things inside if possible. Now what we'll end up doing, instead of having a huge floor right here, we'll probably start sectioning it off some. Just with the equipment, right? Turn this around. That way on this side you'll have that stuff. And this. And on the back side of it, right? Which will be this side over here. We can do some more equipment this way. Kind of utilize the whole area. Might need to expand some. We'll kind of see how that works out. Kind of cool in the animations, though. Like that a lot. Oh, we need to sleep, too. Batteries are doing fine. We are running on battery power, so... wash our hands. Guys, alright? A lot of wind and rain out there. I'm just saying, dude. Just saying. One more. Just one more. And we're done crafting for the day. I mean, other than the generator itself. There we go. I hope it works out like we're kind of like thinking it does, right? 20 seconds again for that. I don't know about this. It's kind of good for some passive epoxy, right? Once you have a ton of the biofuel going, and you got a reserve of oil, again, depends on how much we need the oil for, then sure, make a lot of the epoxy up using that. But for right now, 300 is kind of steep, man. Especially since it's kind of expensive for this stuff too. Plastic, synthetics, and compounds. Now, not in there. And here, it's going to be 30 on the plastic. 60 altogether. That's for both of the landing pads. Tesla Coil is going to use some of the Shape Ruby power bank and plastics. So the power banks are new, I think. That'll be quite a bit of everything. Okay, we need to do one of the missions too, which will be... okay. I think we're a little ways away from that one. We don't have one of the things set up to look. There we go. Please be small. Please be small. If you're big, let us at least be able to put you outside in the storm. I mean, it's kind of big. It fits. Now the question is, can it go outside without taking damage? That's the key point. Shelter. Said something about shelter. If that breaks and go poof, I would lose my mind. No shelter. Okay. It does have the thing there on the right. Okay, so it needs to be inside. We need a generator room, man. Alright, so for right now, set you right here. It's like buying a new car every time we do this. Gotta do your walk around, check everything out. Kick it a few times, make sure nothing breaks. I'm not sure what I expected, but this is definitely not it. I mean, it looks good. Is that the front or the back? It's kind of weird. 500 liters of fuel. Okay. Explosive. That's the way that it goes. Alright, so 150 on the oil. That is highly expensive. Oh my gosh, that is expensive. So how does it work for the... Where's the tank? I'm guessing with that... Where is our big one? Right here. Oh, that's right, it didn't hook up to this, so... That does not connect to this. Hey, what? How do we... I'm confused. There's a tank right here. There's no holding tank, though, for this. It's all just the generator. No clip points. Okay. So I'm not sure how to get oiled into this. Right? It has a hookup, but you can't run it off of this. Wait a minute. Maybe it's the same thing as the biofuel? Science. Science! Turn that off for the moment. I don't want it to fill up too much. Okay, a little bit in here. Can we? It don't. I don't understand this. Oil. Oil out. No connection on this. Okay, what about a small one? I don't get it, man. Does it have to run directly off of the crude oil refiner? So, if this does not work for that, doesn't really bother me. It'd be a bonus, but I mean, let's be honest, solar is definitely king in this game, for the most part. Main use of this is going to be for the biofuel for making this stuff. And skipping it. Not skipping it, we're still going to do it, don't worry. Don't panic. We're still going to do this, but I mean, bypassing it, right? For everyday use. Because this guy is fantastic on the ratio. 1 to 500 is very, very nice, right? So that's all taken care of. But that would be nice for some extra power production. It's very expensive, though. Now, it all depends on how much the pump jacks actually pump and how fast the crude oil refiner is versus the natural one. So this one goes fairly fast, man. The main holdup on this, right, for that oil production is the biofuel. If you had a full tank of 150, that would produce oil like crazy. I mean, I'll just show you, man. We got 52 in there. If you put this in here, turn it on, you can see how fast this actually drains down. So imagine this times 3, right? In less than a minute or two, we'll have a full, or not a full can, but I mean we'll have all of that emptied out. We're already at 5 liters. You have to move the mouse off of it before it updates, you know? It's already down to 24,000. So, I mean, it goes fairly fast if you think about it. It's already at 10 liters, almost. Which will make quite a bit of the parch, right? I wonder how fast this is. And again, don't spoil it. I'm just thinking out loud. Going through my thought process. We'll have to see. Have to kind of work towards that. But for right now, I'll start getting some of the oil made, things like that. Stock up on the plastics, synthetics, and the compounds. And then what do we need for these? Power bank. Plastics. Active lithium. Where is the active lithium at? We've got the lithium. We got the activated we get from the drones. Oh, wait a minute. What? Oil power drill. Plus 50% on the deep mining drill speed. Interesting. Not too expensive. Aluminum, electronics, screws, a couple compounds, and carbon fiber. Is that the hazmat? It is. We need this for going in that cave. It's going to be some of these synthetics. I'm not sure what that other item is. We need to make the upgraded alteration station, I think. Or textile. So, aluminum screws, synthetics, some glass, and then, yeah, something else in there. Not sure what that item is. Oh, there's a locator. Well, that makes stuff a little bit easier. Oh, you know what? Is that uranium rods? Or uranium altogether that we need? I don't know. Surely you don't need uranium to make the uranium armor. Extraction unit. So quite a bit of stuff here. Yeah, so I'll start working on synthetics and plastic and compounds off camera. To get ready for that. But for the lithium, where is the active lithium? You would figure it'd be a compound over here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Surely it wouldn't be tier 4, right? Oh, it is. Well, that's super weird. So, chemistry bench. So, lithium ore and then oxide. Okay. So, not very expensive. Now, the thing is, the lithium we've only found in the desert. And like 2 or 3 nodes for each cave. So, if you're not thumping, I don't know if there's a node for a drill. That might be like a limited... I mean, not like permanently limited, but a more limited resource. Which is fine. Get a lot from the drones anyways. I just need to stop running from them and kill them. It's not very expensive for this, but I'm guessing for repairs, it'll probably be the active lithium. I'm very curious about these, because they're powered, right? Now, I'm guessing that gets charged right here, in this. Might need quite a few of these along the wall there. And then where's the power bank? Right here. Electronics, copper wire, platinum sheath, and iron ingots, or active lithium, which lowers the cost of the electronics from 10 down to 5. Copper wire, 30 down to 15. And then 10 down to 5 on the iron. So pretty much it kind of splits it in half for the more rare resource. I do like that a lot with this tier 5 stuff. Use a more rare for the main item, and then it reduces the cost on everything else. I like that trade-off. It's very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Not this, because we can't use it. But this stuff, very, very nice. Dude, well, fantastic day today. I like the biofuel. I like how it makes it a lot faster, more efficient than the lower tiers. Kind of the point. So I'm not sure why you can't hook it up directly from the machine to the green barrel, right? The big one. I mean, it has a connection point, but it doesn't allow you to use it. So maybe it's kind of like a bug that'll get worked out later on. We'll try to figure out about the generator as well. If you know why it's not working or how you get power hooked up for the oil, definitely let me know. It might need to run directly off of the refiner into the generator itself. If so, it's kind of weird. Should be able to hook it up to one of the barrels, but there's no connection point on that. So it kind of is what it is. However, we are going to leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.